Well, good morning. Today is Wednesday, November 30th, the last day of the month before we turn the calendar to December. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC YouTube page. We start with Holly for a check of today's forecast because Holly, we've got to make a good one for the last day of November.
Right. Well, we started off in the 50s, and some of you, depending on when you're tuning in, may still be there, but it's going to change pretty fast as a cold front moves through. Windy, temperatures falling into the 30s. Rain showers will end, and even a few flurries or scattered snow showers will be the case as we head through the remainder of today. So quite a big change starting in the 20s tomorrow. And I'll tell you what, it's really going to be a cold start to the month of December as we're talking highs only in the 30s. So a big difference from what we've had here lately, but we do rebound. So heading into the first weekend of December, if you're still thinking I need to get those Christmas lights up and things like that, you are going to have more time to do it. Friday's highs will be in the 50s. Same thing with Saturday, although we're going to bring in some rain showers, especially early in the day. Sunday, we're in the 40s, and Danielle, it looks like we'll have some scattered rain showers around early next week. But notice no snowflakes in that view. 40s to near 50 degrees for the high.
Okay, Holly, thank you. And topping headlines this morning, Cleveland police say there's been an uptick in Kias and Hyundais being stolen. It's a nationwide problem that started as a social media trend, with teens typically targeting these types of cars without immobilizers, making them easier to start. Megan Case had her Kia Optima stolen while she was at work in the Flats. She was able to get a screenshot of the building's security footage showing 2 people walking up to her car, smashing the passenger side window and taking her vehicle.
It's like you looked in and saw 2 car seats and you chose that car anyways. Not that I want anyone else to go through this either, but I'm just like, what's the thought process? Seeing something on TikTok or Facebook and they think it's cool. And unfortunately, it just puts, those of us, the victims, in a bad spot.
Both manufacturers tell us that they remain concerned about this trend and say they have equipped their 2022 models with immobilizers. They're also giving out steering wheel locks to local enforcement agencies, so law enforcement agencies there. And now we turn to an update on a road rage incident from earlier this week when a driver was shot at on a highway in Lake County. 911 calls have been released, and we're told a suspect shot at a Nissan pickup truck on I-90 near State Route 44 Monday evening. And the pickup truck, well, it had a family inside, but luckily no one was hurt.
I have my 2 babies in the car.
Did you get hit or did you just break down?
No, my car got shot.
Your car got shot?
Yeah, my truck has a bullet hole in it.
Okay.
The Lake County Sheriff's Office is looking for the suspect, who was driving a silver Subaru. Again, the incident happened Monday in Concord Township on I-90 near State Route 44 around 5:40 p.m. If you have any information, call the Sheriff's Office. And the city of Cleveland has chosen the Artcraft building on Superior Avenue as the future site of the Cleveland Police headquarters. City officials say that renovating the building will cost around $40 million less than building it along the Opportunity Corridor, which was favored by former Mayor Frank Jackson. Okay, turning to politics now, Congress is expected to make a deal today to block a rail strike, which would start December 9th. They'll have to impose a controversial contract on unions representing more than 100,000 rail workers. So this comes after 8 unions agreed to a White House brokered deal with freight rail operators, but 4 unions voted no. If one goes on strike, they all do. While Congress has the authority to impose a deal, there is concern from some Democrats about blocking a union's ability to strike. However, a strike could cost the economy anywhere from $500 million a week to $2 billion a day.
This is, again, setting the stage, I think, with a lot of behind-the-scenes discussions, both from the corporate side as well as from the political side, to kind of push the unions to say, okay, we're going to get a resolution to this. Going on strike, though, is probably not an option.
A strike could also stall the supply chain. Commuter railroads and Amtrak could be affected too. And a landmark same-sex marriage bill passed in the U.S. Senate last night. The bipartisan legislation is a measure of relief for the hundreds of thousands of same-sex couples who have married since the Supreme Court's 2015 decision legalizing gay marriage. The bill would ensure that same-sex and interracial marriages are enshrined in federal law. It is expected to pass the House, clearing it for President Biden to sign it into law. Okay, so now we turn to the Browns as quarterback Deshaun Watson prepares to take the field for his first regular season game in a Browns uniform this Sunday. We've learned that 10 of the women who accuse Watson of sexual misconduct will be at the game. The women, they will be there with their lawyer, Tony Busby. Sunday will be Watson's first appearance in a regular season NFL game since January of 2021. In 3 News, we will be there in Houston with the voice of the Browns, Jim Donovan, and reporter Neil Fisher. They will be filing live reports from Texas all weekend. Okay, so this next story is just in time for the holiday season because a local toy company is setting up shop at a new location in Northeast Ohio and donating toys to children in need. Wild Republic is relocating their U.S. corporate headquarters into one large facility in Independence. The toy company held a ribbon-cutting ceremony yesterday, and to celebrate Giving Tuesday, they donated more than $100,000 in plush toys for children in need. So that's nearly 11,000 toys that will be given to a number of local agencies like Big Brothers, food banks, foster care programs, and local police departments.
Everything we do, we always make sure we give back.
Sometimes when they first see a police officer, they back away a little bit. And we don't want that. We don't want children to run from the police. We want them to come to us because we want to help them. And this is just one extra way that Wild Republic has given us to be able to bridge that gap with them.
Wild Republic is family-owned and Cleveland-based for over 40 years now. The best part? Well, every toy is made of 100% recyclable products, from the packaging to the plush materials. What a cool story there. Well, thank you for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Go, starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great last day of November, everybody.